This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Able to hear you. Yeah.
Okay, in last class we have started inheritance, and also we have discussed one sample application, sample Python application on that. And today we are going to speak about types of inheritance. Before that, let me discuss an object class. So your object class is a predefined class which is defined in built-in module. Object class is a superclass for every class in Python. Object class properties can be accessed directly in every class. Object class properties can be accessed through every class reference variable. Now let us discuss one sample application. Class X. So here I am defining one method called M1, which takes self as argument. Print M1 from class X. And let us define one more class, class Y. So it is going to be derived from class X. It is going to be derived from class X. So did we define? Okay. Now here I am going to define one more method. This is self print print M2 from class Y. Now we are going to print base classes of each method. Y dot underscore underscore basis. So now this is going to print base class of Y. Base class of Y is X, and here I am going to print X dot Y funds and say basis. Now it is going to print base classes of two members. Base classes of class X and class Y. And after that, what I am doing, I am going to create one object for that. Y1 equal to Y. I am creating an object for class Y, and Y1 dot M1 and Y1 dot M2 and I am going to print a equal to y1 dot dot hyphen hash value of y1. Now print a. So every object will have one hash value. The unique hash value we are collecting into variable a. That a will be printed here. First we are creating a class x, and for class x object is a superclass name. Object is a base class name, and from class y, okay, for class y x is a base class. Here we are printing m2 from class y, and here in this statement print y dot basis means it is going to print base class of y. Next it is going to print base class of x. Base class of x is object class. Base class of y is x class, and we are creating an object here y1 equal to y1 dot m1, y2 dot m2, y1 dot hash of two brackets. Let us see what happens. What is the output by this program? Here class main dot x, class object y1 class y1 base class is class x. Next here we are printing the base class of x. Base class of x is object class. M1 from class x, M2 from class x, and the hash value of y1 is this one 1031033495333. This is the hash value of y1. Okay, so is the concept clear?
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah.
Now let us see types of inheritances. So first we are going to speak about single inheritance. So the concept of inheriting the properties from only one class into another class is known as single inheritance. Now let us take one small example for a single inheritance. That means if a class gets properties from one superclass, that is called as single inheritance. Let us see class X. Now we are going to tell that it is going to be derived from object class, and see definition m1 self print slash n m1 of x, x1 equal to x1 dot m1. Let us see a equal to x1 dot space two hyphens to hash of two hyphens and print a. This is single inheritance because the class X is derived from object class. Are you seeing here? Class of main X class object m1 dot from m1 from class X, m2 from class Y, and the hash value of y1 is this one 143 something. This is single inheritance. This is first category. Second one, multi-level inheritance. Okay, so the concept of inheriting the properties from multiple classes into a single class with the concept of one after another is called multi-level inheritance. This is very simple to understand. Multi-level means now here we have one class here. From this you will have one more class and you have one more class, multi-level. Okay, this might be object class, and this might be class X, and this might be class Y. Now X is created from object and Y is created from X. This one. This is multi-level. Now let us do one program here. Sample application which is going to demonstrate multi-level inheritance. So I am defining a class called X, so which is going to be created from object class. Here I am going to define M1 self print M1 of X. Class Y. This will be created from class X. Here I am defining a method M2 self print M2 of Y. Now I am creating objects Y1 equal to Y, and I am printing print Y1 dot M1. only y1 dot m1, y1 dot m1 and y1 dot m2. y1 dot m1 means m1 method is going to be printed because y is a subclass of superclass X, and a equal to y1 dot underscore underscore hash print. Now let us take this and execute it. Now m1 of x, m2 of x, and here y1 dot hash value. So we are printing hash value of y1. So this is the hash value of y1. So this is multi-level. So here x is created from object class and y is created from class x. So this is about multi-level. So next third category is multiple inheritance. The concept of inheriting the properties from one class into multiple classes separately is known as hierarchical inheritance. This is hierarchical, not. I'm going to change the definition here. Hierarchical, not multiple. Hierarchical inheritance. That means one common class will be acting as a superclass for multiple subclasses. This is like this. And suppose this is my object class. From an object class, I am going to create two other classes, xy or yz. X, and always for every class, object class is a base class, right? From X, we are going to create two classes. This is class. And here, let us suppose this is class Y and then this is class Z. This is hierarchical. Inheritance. This is multi-level. Now let us write one program. Class X. For X class X, object is a superclass as per the diagram. Definition M1 self print M1 of X. I am going to define one more class Y. For this, X will be the superclass. Here I am defining one more method. Define M2 self. Print M2 of X. And I am also defining one more class Z. This will be derived from class X because it is hierarchical inheritance. Here I am defining one more method. Define M3 self. Print M3 of Z. This is M3 M2 of Y. Now in the usage, how to use these classes? Let us define objects for this. Y1 equal to y1 dot m1 and y1 dot m2 and a equal to y1 dot hash 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 two underscore symbols and give empty brackets, and we are printing the hash value of a, and we are also creating one more object for class Z. Z1 equal to Z and Z1 dot m1 superclass method and Z1 dot m3 and b equal to Z1 dot underscores hash print. Okay, this is hierarchical inheritance. Let us paste this one. Let us run this. Bracket is missing here. By one dot.
Sorry, M1 off should not come. M2 off would be right. Oh, M1 should come correct. X object has no attribute M2. Okay.
Okay. So this is not X, Y.
Y. Okay.
Seeing here. M1 of X, M2 X. This is a
Ah, yes.
hash
Yes.
value of so hash value of.
Ah.
Okay, you this is about hierarchical inheritance. Next, fourth category, multiple. The concept of inheriting the properties from multiple classes to into one single class. To one single class, one at a time. One single class at a time. At a time is known as multiple inheritance. This is very simple to understand. Here this is suppose class X and class Y. Now this is class Z, like this. And here this is suppose X, class X and class Y. Now suppose this is class Z. And for class X, what is a superclass name? You can take object. Object. Here also object class. Directly. Here this for class Y also same thing. Object here. Here this concept is multiple inheritance. This is multi-level. This is multiple. This is hierarchical. Now let us define this. Let us do one program. Class X. For class X, object is a superclass. Define one method. Self print m1 of X. Class Y object define m2. M2 method is also same definition. Just I am printing one simple message. M2 of Y. And I am going to create class Z. Class Z is created from class Y, class X, and class Y. Here I am going to define one method M3. M3 is also taking argument called self. Define M3 self print F3 of Z. Now define objects. First I am defining object for class Z. Z1 equal to Z and Z1 dot M1. So it can access because Z class is created from X and Y, so it can access both members X and Y classes. Z1 dot M1 and Z1 dot M2 and also Z1 dot M3 and B equal to H1 sorry Z1 dot hash print B. This is about multiple inheritance. Okay, where is that? What is missing over there? Line number 7. Okay, this is y, right? Y, right. M1 of x, M2 of x, and M3. Why M3 is not printed? Z1 dot M3. M3 of Z. Z1 dot M3. 3 is not printed.
9 two times line. Remove the line number 9, sir.
Line number
8 and 9 are 2 times. One remove one, sir. Yeah.
right. So let us do some corrections here. Okay, so this is about the multiple inheritance. So multiple inheritance means generally one class will be created from multiple subclasses. That is multiple inheritance. So multiple inheritance is also supported in Python, but in case of Java, okay, so multiple inheritance is not supported. But here it is uh, supporting multiple inheritance. So last one, this is cyclic inheritance. Is a new concept in Python. And here this is very simple to understand. Suppose there are three classes: class X, class X, class Y, and class Z. Three classes are there. Suppose X is created, Y is created from Y. Sorry, Y is created from X, and Z is created from Y,
Why?
and again this might be created from this like this. Cyclic. This is cyclic.
Okay.
Let me write the definition, but it is not completely supporting cyclic. Just I am writing the definition. The
Okay.
concept of inheriting the properties from subclass to superclass is known as cyclic inheritance. Cyclic inheritance is not supported by Python. The concept is that one. Okay, but cyclic inheritance is not supported. Just I am giving concept. That's all. But multiple is supported. Now let us write the program. X Z. X is created from Z. M1 self class Y of X. M2 rate of statements. Prints M1 from class X. Here also prints M2 from class Y. Class Z of X. Sorry, class Z of Z from Y. This is my M3 method. M3 of self print M3 from class Z. Now create objects for class Y. Y1, sorry, Z1. Z1 equal to Z. Z1 dot M1. Z1 dot M2. And Z1 dot M3. Now this will give error because this is cyclic inheritance. You think here? Here X patience. Z is not defined. Some error. Why Z is not defined here? Line number.
Line number is not there, sir. Class X of Z, the first line, sir. First line. There is no Z, right? So
Yeah. Z of Y. Right. Name error. Name Z is not defined. So this is completely because because cyclic inheritance is not supported in Python. That is the error.
mm, mm, mm.
This time. Next one is hybrid inheritance. Don't have any program. Just I am going to write the definition. Combination of single, multi-level, hierarchical, and multiple inheritances. This is known as hybrid inheritance. Okay, this is the combination of any two inheritance mechanisms is called as hybrid inheritance. Okay, so it can be singular multi-level or multi-level hierarchical and single and multiple. Combination of any two inheritance mechanisms is inheritance. So hybrid inheritance. So our next
Okay.
concept to be discussed is polymorphism.
Okay, sir. Fine.
the concept of defining multiple functionalities.
Shall
Or
we see tomorrow, sir, this polymorphism?
why? You want me to leave?
9:30. Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
It is 9, not 9:30, 9:17 only.
Uh, okay, sir. No, tomorrow we'll see, sir.
Okay, let me write the definition at least. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
So can we start half an hour earlier tomorrow?
Okay, sir. Okay, yeah.
Because this is too late, right? That's what I'm just
Yes,
thinking.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because of that girl only we changed it, but
Because
that girl
of
not even attended. Yeah, we can shift it to 8 o'clock, sir. No problem. 8 to 9:30 also fine.
yes, polymorphism. So you want me to stop the today?
Yeah, today you can start. To tomorrow 8 o'clock will start, sir. Sharp.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Yeah.